Hello! Are you curious what the GoPro Hero 9 is like underwater, and would you like to know how it compares to the GoPro Hero 7? Then this video is for you. I got them both right here, GoPro Hero 9, GoPro Hero 7, black, and I took them with me on 2 dives underwater to see which of these 2 cameras I like the most. I'm the Dutch Mermaid, and today we are comparing GoPros. Now, before we get into comparison results, it's important that you know what kind of setup I use to take this footage. First of all, this is my setup. It's an Anchor Dive Lights tray with 2 Anchor Dive lights, the Audacity and the Cruit to be exact. And basically, you can fold them any way you like. And then what you need to know about these 2 GoPros, I put the GoPro Hero 9 on a 1080p setting with 60 frames per second, wide. And I tried to match the GoPro Hero 7 with almost the exact settings, and it turned out to be 1080, 50 frames per second, and also wide. So the big difference between the 2 settings is the 10 frames per second. Simply couldn't match them exactly together. And I decided to film 1080 to start with, because most of us don't have a 4K screen or a 5K screen even, because that's how far the GoPro can go. And I really wanted to make a fair comparison between the 2. Both the GoPro Hero 7 and the GoPro Hero 9 have a few features built in that help you improve the quality of your footage. For example, they both have stabilization, meaning if you shake a lot, it's supposed to correct it automatically. And they both have a white balance correction. The white balance correction is very important to keep in mind, because basically when you're scuba diving, often the deeper you go, the less natural light that comes in, and you often end up with either green or very blue footage. Depending if you dive in a lake, it's probably a little green. If you dive in the Caribbean, it's probably a little blue. Few things you can do to fix it. For example, there are these red GoPro filters that you can stick on top of them. Or, what I personally prefer, use a set of decent lights, because that way you add the light back in underwater and you don't have to correct as much afterwards. So what I would like you to keep in mind when watching this footage is that my lights are on all the time underwater, meaning I'm already adding in white, and the GoPro is also adding in white. Maybe that sometimes is too much. I let you judge it. So without further ado, I like to go to the first shot that I took. Here we go, surface interval. What do you think? I personally think that the colors of the GoPro Hero 9 are slightly better. They're a bit warmer. They feel a little bit more intense. You might feel differently about it. I think a lot of it is taste when it comes to this video. But let's continue. We have a minion here, very yellow, and you can see that the GoPro Hero 9 makes the minion slightly more light, while I think the GoPro Hero 7 has it a bit darker, a bit more contrast. So while the 9, I reckon, has more colors, the 7 is a bit more deep, if that makes sense. And you can also start seeing, especially in this shot, that the GoPro Hero 9 is working incredibly hard on the white balance. Like, I'm filming this car and initially the colors are very similar until you get to the point where pretty much the other diver comes in the shot, and it just, the light color just takes over, creating a completely different kind of vibe. And maybe it's because I was on the dive myself, but for me, the GoPro Hero 7 wins here, because it's more real. However, I know there's a lot of scuba divers that really don't like the green and the blue. So a lot of this is personal preference, and that's why I'm showing this to you, so you can make up your mind yourself. I like to finish off with this lake with one more shot of this beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous big eel that either was too afraid to move or was so badass that it just stayed right in my frame. And yeah, sadly one of my lights is causing a little shade because of the way the angles of the cameras. But I think this footage, I like the GoPro Hero 9 more. It's a little bit more warm. However, the GoPro Hero 7 might have the truer colors. I would really appreciate it if you guys leave some comments underneath the video here on YouTube and let me know what you think, because I think we're really dealing with a lot of preference. I'm not afraid to state my opinion in which shot I like the most. I'm not affiliated with GoPro. I don't care if you buy a GoPro or not. But yeah, I'm personally not that impressed yet with the GoPro Hero 9. I don't have the sharpest eye in the world when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like, I remember once when we got a full HD TV, I honestly didn't see the difference from an HD ready TV. Well, I know there's people out there that are like, oh, how can you not see that? Well, I can't. I just judge on, hey, which one do I like more? The upper one or the bottom one? So yeah, comment in the video, let me know what you think, because I got them still both here, but maybe I have to sell one of the two. No, I'm joking. I keep them both. Let's move on to the next dive. The next dive that I made was in another lake in the Netherlands, in a place called Tinarlo. And again, I want to start with the surface shot. My opinion on this surface shot has not changed. I also think that the GoPro Hero 9 has the better surface shot. Not by far this time. I don't think there's a lot of difference. But then, when we move to this beautiful pike that is posing brilliantly, I'm all the way voting for the GoPro Hero 7. I really don't understand why there is such a difference between the GoPro Hero 9 and the GoPro Hero 7, where the GoPro Hero 7 looks by far more natural. The GoPro Hero 9 is overcompensating so much, the footage is so red, I don't like it at all. Not a fan. And then, here's another shot of a carp taking off really fast. Why did I add this shot in? Because it's not the best shot in the world, because there's a lot of movement going on. And I think that helps to yeah, see some other things possibly. I don't see a lot of difference in these two shots. My friend Ruud, he says he sees a lot more detail in the GoPro Hero 9. Do you agree with that? Do you see more detail in the GoPro Hero 9 shot of the carp, like on the bottom, for example? Let me know. So yeah, that is my comparison footage of the first two dives that I made with this setup. I am by far not convinced yet that the GoPro Hero 9 is the better camera. I'm definitely gonna try out the GoPro Hero 9 again in the next couple of days, and I'm also gonna take some footage on purpose without lights to see how the compensation of white balance works when you don't have your already quite big beams going at it. But at the same time, I don't want to go a step back where I don't dive with dive lights, you know what I mean? So we're gonna see. There will be a follow-up on this video, because this is by far not finished yet, this testing. If you like this stuff, or you like to see good scuba diving videos about destinations all around the world, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you watch this on the day of release or shortly after, and you find that I should do something different to do this test better, leave a comment, because I'm supposed to go diving tomorrow, I'm supposed to go diving on Sunday, you know, I go out a lot to dive. So the sooner you tell me, the easier and quicker I can implement your suggestion, and maybe that makes a difference in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!